That would completely demotivate me in 99.9% of situations. Like if we're mad about like some horse shit, like you pepper spray me and I'm completely out. Like I'd have to
What
be fighting for
non-lethal
my
weapon
life.
would you want to have if a dude was getting aggressive with you?
Pepper spray. Me.
I want
Pepper spray, not taser.
If I definitely not taser. If I could get the bear spray, like the one that looks like almost like a small fire extinguisher, and you sort of squeeze like this and has the big like gaseous almost cloud of effect, that would be the ideal weapon if you're going hand to hand with anybody. Unless you're some ninja. You gotta be some, you would be training with that fucking sword if you think you're gonna be better with that than I am with my bear spray, because you're gonna completely change your mind when you get shot with bear spray. But with a taser, the closer they are, the closer the two barbs are going to be when they impact you, your target. You know, so there's an ideal different, and the further the barbs are, that's the distance it's going to be affected by the arc of influence that's being pumped into your body. So if I get one in the top of your shoulder and one in your ass cheek, you are going to get dropped like a sack of taters, because everything between your top of your shoulder and your ass cheek, including your whole glute system, is about to start like locking up at a
right.
I don't know what the.
But if they both hit the same nipple, I might be able to shake it off.
You will. If I shoot you point blank and they go into you 6 or 8 inches apart, then it's just like a real bad stun. And especially if you're a larger person and you're strong and you're not maybe you've been punched in the mouth before. There's different, some people are tough. Some people are used to getting hurt. They're like, oh, you think this is the third time I've been assaulted today. Come on, motherfucker. And then some people are like, oh my God, I've never been touched before. Well, I'm shocked. So if you get I've seen lots of people just pull those things out or just sort of brace themselves and eat it and then come on, give me some more. But if they're spread apart, you're dropped like a sack of potatoes. But
how long can a taser tase?
5 seconds at a time. I don't know. It automatically does 5 when you pull the trigger, and then you can give them another 5. But there's a brief pause between the two. If you just kept rapid firing the trigger, it probably just rides you. It probably keeps you on a continuous ride. But when I shot Jeremy, I gave him 5, and I was so hyped up. The adrenaline goes, and time is just moving for you. So I was like, damn, that was not cool. That 5 seconds felt like 1 second to me we're recording. So I gave him 5 more. And and he's a tough guy, but he was crying when he got up. It hurts a lot, I'm told. But still, if someone's trying to get you, you're probably just going to piss them off and they'll take it away from you, and then they end up like torturing you with it or something. I'd rather have pepper spray.
Dude, I got pepper gelled directly into my eyes by my dad. And I tried to read Dr. Seuss because I thought I could like do it and then read a little bit, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
If I had to play tag for $1 million, I couldn't after getting pepper sprayed. Like it was completely.
That's kind of what I did. So my video was I get pepper sprayed and then I try to shoot targets. It's like spray me and then I turn around with a gun and try to shoot the targets. And I immediately was like, nah, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
So bad, dude. It was like 45 minutes of fucking absolute hell. You ever had it, Woody?
No.
It's so bad, dude. Oh my God.
Shit, I haven't been really any of this stuff. I've been, what's not tasered? What's like weaker than
Stunned.
a taser? Stunned.
Stun
I've been stunned. Those, it's funny. Like it gets you and you're like, you get a big reaction. But if you decide not to react, you can. It's almost voluntary.
Yeah, it's just pain. And it's if you're cutting me, I'm not just afraid of the pain, I'm afraid of the damage. That's why I'm so afraid of being cut. But when you're getting stunned, you can kind of be like, I fucking hurt. Stop fucking doing that to me. I can eat about 3 more seconds of this and I'm gonna get it off me. You can kind of pull one of those, especially if it's not like a cattle prod. I've never been hit by a cattle prod. I've only been hit by like army surplus, like stun guns that you might see in a glass counter at a shop or something. And those hurt, but you ain't incapacitating me. And the idea that a lady might carry that in the hopes of defending against a male attacker, I gotta tell you, you might end up getting tortured with that, or like made to comply with it yourself. That's the most likely outcome.
Right.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna hit a low single on that bitch. I'm taking her straight down, getting wrist control and fucking making her tase herself.
That's literally how it would go. So
I'm going high crotch like John Jones when she starts going off bounce, kicking that other leg out. We're going down. Yeah. Arm neck choke. It's absolutely every time.
I couldn't beat up a 5-year-old off the pepper spray.
He pepper sprays a lot, which frankly I enjoy. He'll go outside like a construction yard and start just recording. And every time a car goes by, he'll go 6783 Alpha. He'll like, and it's just a mini. It's literally a car who came in to like turn around. Has nothing to do with any. And the construction workers are like, "Yo, what are you doing here?" And he's just like, "None of your fucking business."
He's looking for trouble. He's always.
You can't be here on this. Yeah, I can. I can be where I want. I'm recording. I'm documenting. It doesn't matter what I'm doing.
Doesn't matter what I'm doing. Operation construction site bomb is underway.
And so like he's got his pepper spray on him. He's ready to rock and roll. And as soon as they come after him, as soon as they get aggressive, if they lay hands on him, he doesn't care who it is. Old men, old women. Like
old women.
He calls it smurfing them because he uses the pepper spray that's got the blue dye in it. So his videos will be like cocky construction worker gets smurfed.
So he's not even bothering cops. He's just bothering a guy who's like trying to move pails of concrete.
Well, he bothers them so the cops will show up and overstep because you get. And that's what happens. He ended up getting arrested for that, even though he's clearly like the guy's chasing him down the street, like this, like trying to get him. He's running backwards, like, leave me alone, bro, holding his camera gear. And this guy's chasing him, like sort of clawing at air, trying to catch him. And he gives him a little squirt. And that's it. Pepper spray's so rough.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone just shrug off pepper spray.
Yeah. You can act like it doesn't hurt, but you can't keep going on your mission. Your mission's over. Now your mission is find a bottle of water.
Yeah, it's funny you said that. I it was this late night TV show, and there was a dude in a black leather jacket, which matters, and they tased him. They got him like through the jacket, and while he was being tased, he had no fight in him. But the second the taser turns off, he was 100%. Like there was no lasting effect. And then they pepper sprayed him and he was done. He didn't want anything to do with anything except like water in his eyes. Like he just had to address that problem. And it was like, I see the difference. I get it.
Yeah, it's a real attitude adjustment. That's how I would put it. It's if you ever been hit in the face, you notice how that gets your attention like real quick. It's
go both ways. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, it can activate fight or flight. And sometimes I can imagine someone who gets more aggressive because of a taser, but not pepper spray.
Oh, yeah. Often I see
taser misses.
So some of the times, sometimes they'll use a taser and they'll dry tase people, just using it as a stun gun, essentially, like where they have to make contact when they don't want to give them their hands, or when they don't want to get out of a car. And if you're going to do that, you really need to be in a position of physical dominance or at least potential physical dominance, meaning I can do this. And even if you like try to lurch at me, fuck you, because you're a little person, and I'm a big person. But I see like women be like, I'm going to tase you. And the guy's like, fuck you, and like takes their shit away and kills their partner. I've seen so many videos like that but whenever they're trying to get a person's hands, that taser seems to do the trick. They'll put that thing in the middle of their back, like on that big chain of muscles on your back, and give them they give them their hand. They give them their hand after that. That shit fucking hurts.
When I was young, a friend of mine became a cop, and he went to like police academy. He was showing me how they teach protesters to stand up, and you can even do it to yourself. But they hold them right here behind the ears, and they lift them by that like hole in your skull behind the ears. It's a pressure point. And I was like, really? Like, can't you just ignore a pressure point? And then he did it to me, and I stood right up. I wanted nothing to do with how hard he was pressing into below my ears.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. That would upset me.
You ever protest anything?
I wouldn't. No, I've never been to a protest.
Ever come close?
Not even 1%. No, I've never thought about going.
Yeah, I haven't either. I remember when the Wall Street stuff was happening, thinking it would be fun to like.
Yeah, I was in college. I remember people like doing their little.
I was dating a girl in college.
Yeah, there we go. We were both connected in that way.
We were both in the dorms.
We were both in the dorms.
Yeah. Sucked.
I remember that. Everybody was very displeased with bankers and financial institutions. Fair enough.
I was with this girl that was so fucking red pilled. I would pick her up at her school, and we go out and get something to eat. And I remember talking about those people and being like, I hate those people. I wish they'd hit them with a fire hose or something. And she'd go on some like conservative like economics rant because she's taking fucking economics at Oglethorpe, which is. So it was beautiful. Loved that shit. We could hate together against the. That's always fun when you find somebody you can hate other people with. They have common hates.
Yeah, that's what love is made of.
Romantic relationships are 99.9% friendships. I mean, you're not banging all the time. You just need someone who you enjoy spending time with, like doing all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I thought you were gonna say that the girl you were dating was a like hippy dippy kind of chick, and you had to, you were kind of an odd couple.
No, the opposite.
You had to drag her towards reality.
No, the opposite. I've definitely dated some like real hippy dippy chicks before. Never so bad where they like had armpit hair or didn't use real deodorant.
Yeah.
Because that's the far hippie side when they stop shaving and start going to some sort of deodorant that doesn't work. like Dude, any kind of deodorant that doesn't have that aluminum powder, like take the cancer, dude. You stink.
Aluminum powder is what does it?
That's what.
Probably not aluminum powder. It's probably like aluminum and then some other chemically name. But
it's supposed to be bad for you because it leaches through your skin into your.
I always wrote it off as just magic.
Nope, it's heavy metals you're introducing to your body.
Oh,
yeah.
It's better than stinking.
It depends how bad you stink.
Have you've been to PAX?
Yeah, I think they should have chemtrailed that whole area with aluminum phosphate.
A little indoor drone that crop dusts everyone with deodorant would be great.
That could be good. Yeah, people that was baffling going to PAX and being like, oh, this is like not a joke meme kind of thing. Like some of these people are genuinely so stinky.
Not some of them.
Oh, some of them. I don't remember.
So many rooms stink.
You'd walk through like hot shot areas. Like I experienced that when I went to Gen Con 2006 and I first tried Magic the Gathering. A lot of hot pockets throughout that.
It was not a hot pocket in Boston. I'm telling you. So at the Boston Convention Center, when at PAX East, when you go down these escalators to the ground floor, the main like area, and it's big, and there's probably 3,000 people walking around. You descend into this stink cloud.
Like BO is heavier than air.
It's
settles
actually
at the bottom.
It's actually humid. Yeah, it's more humid at the bottom of those.
Yeah,
I have a theory about it. Like I'm being too forgiving, but maybe these are just people who are 14 or 15, and while it is outrageous to not wear deodorant as an adult, if you're at that age where you first start wearing deodorant, which like 11 for Taylor, then maybe they're just not on board yet. Like I wore deodorant probably before I needed it, but kids in my high school, there were a few that didn't get on till after they needed it.
Yeah. Some of them were adults.
It was adults though, like it was expensive to get in there. It was the middle of the day and shit. Like everybody in there was like 20 years old or so, and they just stunk. It's that group of people. It's like internet fucking nerds. Don't have
Can you believe internet nerds? Those people.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a fucking internet nerd, but I've been wearing like I can get that deodorant going. Like I swear to God, people with bad hygiene. That's just the basic shit, man. You should not be exposing people to your stink.
Yeah. It's very
impolite, but more importantly, it's gonna prevent you from getting pussy. There are some easy ways to increase your like 1 to 10 scale, and deodorant is amongst the first things you hit.
Yeah, but I mean, like, smells good.
That's like saying me passing the cardio test is keeping me away from being an astronaut. Like there's so many things between some of those stinky guys and pussy that like they're not a speed stick away from
step
from
at
conquering.
a time.
Yeah, but I disagree, right? They're just, I would argue that the stinky guy actually has pussy available, just not one that he'd want. So what he's doing is he's moving himself up the tree.
Yeah, especially in that group. Yeah, you start looking a lot better when you take care of basic stuff.
If you stink, though, like I'm not even going to have a conversation with you to find out if your personality's okay. I'm not going to find out if we have similar interests. I'm not going to care where you live and you're just down the way. None of that will matter because I'm going to get out of this conversation. There were so many people I would meet at those cons who were just offensive, and when they'd walk away, we'd all have a big laugh about it. That's the other thing. You're constantly getting laughed at behind your back if you stink like that. Atlanta's, I guess it is a little ghetto, as that one girl said before they drug her away in handcuffs. She was just dogging Atlanta the whole video and meanwhile she's getting kicked out of a Holiday Inn for not paying her shit. Like, yeah, Atlanta's so ghetto. When she started cursing, though, that was the last straw. I love when the last straw comes and they go, quote unquote, hands on. Oh, when you fast forward through one of those and you can see with the most viewed section.
Yeah.
I go to about 20 seconds before the big spike, and it's always right before the cop has had enough. Sometimes it's good to see how we got here. Like, let the person annoy you as much as the cop is annoyed, so you don't mind when he sprays her. But yeah, I watch a lot of those. It's great drama. And some of these people are so stupid, dude. It will be a situation where it's, hey man, warning, don't do that again. Could I see your license and drive? All right, get out of here. That's what we were going to do. But instead, multiple felonies. There was one where a white lady has hit her husband with her vehicle, and he has pressed charges
against his wife.
Yeah. They're divorcing, and
yeah,
she has
that's not a healthy relationship.
No, and she has bumped his person with her car enough that he has filed charges. He's not crippled or anything, but he's hurt. He's filed charges. Cops follow her into her driveway. She does not stop into her garage, and the cop follows her into the garage. She pulls the garage door down. She's got kids in the back seat, and she's being real nasty right away. Excuse you. Do not touch me. Do not touch me.
I was waiting for that.
She's like wedging her left foot all crazy up against her open door so she can't be pulled out. And finally, he gets one cuff on her.
Can you help me understand that she was shutting the garage door? How did the policeman get in?
He came on in. He came on.
So
one of them came in before it could. No, one came in before it could slide. Once he's in talking to her, she hits the button closing him in. His partner comes in through a side door that's like a regular house door, and he gains access to the garage as well. And they drag her ass out of that vehicle. She is going crazy, screaming and being nasty, and she's like baring her teeth like an animal in this real scary way. She's got like a boy haircut, like shorter than mine. Shorter than any of ours. And at one point, she's handcuffed behind her back, and the officer has his hand like on her shoulder blade, like real high. And he's like, just get back in the car. Get in the car. Get your hands off of me. She tries to bite him, and he is so quick. I was impressed. Like he was like, whoo, and you could hear it snap when she bit. He was like, oh, what are you doing? Are you trying to bite me now? She's just losing her shit, foaming at the mouth. They get to the end and they read the charges. She's like, the initial charges that brought officers there were dropped. However, and it's like DUI, driving with an open container, three assault and batteries,
attempted biting,
threatening a public official, assault, simple assault, endangering the welfare of a child, putting 2 counts, like one after another. And it's just, and I'm like, damn, that was rough. And then the screen fades. Then further charges were, damn, they rolled 8 charges up on her. And all she had to do was go, oh, I thought the lawyer had this squashed. Dang it. All right, take me in. Let's see if we can be quick about this. I want to get home to these kids. Hey, could you not handcuff me in front of my children, maybe? That's all it would have taken. But instead, she's getting drug out, screaming, fucking bloody murder. And she was in a fairly nice neighborhood, so it was fun to get her perp walked out in front of her neighbors and shit.
Damn, but sounds like a real loon.
I saw a guy earlier. Some of the people are just crazed, and you can tell like there was no saving them. Like you were gonna die tonight, one way or another. You were just crazy. This one guy just went crazy and started running from the cops and tried to run across the interstate and got hit by a car, and he's just a blurry. They blurred out his body, but the blur was so big you could tell that he took up a lot more space than a normal person would take up. He just got splattered, and I don't know how many people I've seen them like fail to tase. Tasers don't fucking work unless we're maybe 6 feet away. It seems like, or they don't know how to use them.
Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like you're watching less censored stuff. I always see tasers work. Like,
if they're trying to show like a taser working, you know what I mean? But if you just watch wild police videos where they get those things, if the guy's sitting right in front of you, it shoots 2 lasers, and the further away from the target the lasers, you can see how far away they get.
Have you seen that? There's a cop, and there's a guy running. The guy running's black, and he might be on something, and he's sprinting like towards a hill. The cop hits him with the taser, and he goes straight like this and starts like wiggling like a fish as he flies through the air. Have you seen this video?
Yeah.
You see that, and people like me get to thinking that's what tasers do.
If both barbs penetrate your skin, that is what they do. But if one of them goes in, it just hurts a little. And if they both have to penetrate your skin and get into you to direct that current into you, or they just kind of annoy you, and they really escalate things, right? Because if you shoot a taser at me and it fails, oh my God, I better make use of this brief interim before someone else gets a taser out or he reloads or some shit. Now it's go time. People jump in cars, try to flee and start fighting and shit. What I don't understand is how many people can't just follow simple instructions. I've seen so many videos where cops are assholes and they're the bad guys, planting evidence and basically murdering people. But then I see a lot of videos where, dude, nobody's bullying you. Nobody's after you. You ran 3 red lights, hit a car, and kept going. I just need your information, sir. We're not even trying to make it fleeing the scene. I just need your insurance for them. That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work for this lady.
Might be a lie anyway, but yeah.
It was the truth. It was all there was. Hey, they had to fight to the death. Now we're getting drug across concrete. I would hate to have to get face down on the concrete. I don't think I've ever had. No, I've never had to do that. I don't think I've ever gotten to get you down for the cops at all. I always just sort of surrendered. But
smart,
yeah. But if they tell me to, I will. But yeah, the night before I had to check into prison, I was so fucking scared and stressed. I just couldn't sleep and couldn't eat, and I was trying to get enough sleep because check in, it was like 10 a.m. You got to be there, or 11 a.m. or something like that. But obviously you don't want to be late, and it's in Alabama. It's like a 3-hour drive to fucking prison. And I was just laying in the back of that car trying to sleep on the way to prison. I got a little bit of sleep, but not really. Like rocking and rolling that van. I remember thinking, hope we get in a car accident.
Really?
I hope we get in a car accident. I get hurt, and I don't have to go to prison today. We stopped at Zaxby's. I wanted that to be my last meal before I went in, something real indulgent, and I got like chicken fingers and fries, and then we had to go check into that place, and that was. I went to like the wrong door at first. Like I didn't know how to check into prison. You know what I mean?
Oh, that sucks. So you're like embarrassed going to jail. Like I mean, know honestly, the right procedures.
It wasn't that bad because like the guy I ended up running into who was at the wrong door ended up being like the principal or something like that. There's like a captain who's like the captain of the guards, but then there's like another administrator guy who kind of handles everybody's paperwork and like he's really the boss. And so that guy was super chill, but that whole thing was surreal that first day because I was sleep deprived and kind of out of it. Like going through that X-ray machine they've got that shows like your whole insides. I was like, oh great, no cavity search. I'm so glad I got sent to a prison with a scanner because I'm sure there's plenty that don't. Nobody had to finger my butthole, and
you missed out.
Good start.
I did, and then like. But then every now and then someone would say something that was a little distressing. Like they didn't mean it to be, but it was like, they should be like, first time? Like, yeah. Don't even worry about it. This is like camp. Everybody's friendly. You like football? They bet football here. Hey, don't get over your head though. You get a noogie. Yeah. That's what they should have said. Instead, this black lady was like,
play?
Yeah. The black lady was like, just don't let nobody press you. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? That's what I'm thinking. In my head, I'm thinking that, but I just keep smiling and go, yeah, don't worry about me, because I don't want to look like a bitch out here, but inside I'm like, what do you mean don't let nobody press me? What are you doing to me? I just got here. Give me my mattress.
Give me my mattress.
Even if you're the toughest guy in the whole prison, you don't want to get in fights. That's a problem.
Yeah, I don't want to. You
want to go home. And
going through that whole I remember going.
Was it like laser tag where they walk you into a room and sit you down and play a tape?
I wish. No, you're like all alone being let. It feels like being in the principal's office. You're like in everything's, smells like bleach and it's white concrete everywhere and block floors and everything. And just one lonely corridor after another, sitting and waiting in a chair because you're on their time and nobody's in a fucking hurry to fingerprint you or process you. It's just like nobody cares. And why would you care? You ain't got nowhere to go either. So everybody just sits there staring at the floor, zoning out, and then getting assigned my first uniform. And the dude's like, what size? I'm like, I don't know what size prison jumpsuit I wear, dude. But I tried to make a joke about it. Like, I don't know, man. I've never worn a prison jumpsuit before. What do you think? What do you think? Large, extra large, double? What do you? And he was like, and like fucked me over and gave me like a quadruple XL or some shit, I guess, for talking up. Like wasting his fucking time. So now I had clothes that didn't fit. Like at all. Hilarious. And I never wore those because
what a jerk. He's the prison jumpsuit guy. His job should be looking at someone and being like, large.
He was prison jumpsuit guy that day. You know what I mean? He's the guy who has to check off. Like he's keeping track of how many fucking things get checked out and like who's responsible for fucking jumpsuit 35B. Because if I lose it now, I got to pay for it or some shit. I got sweats as soon as possible, and then I was just in like sweatpants and sweatshirt for the rest of my goddamn stay.
To be honest, if I had a prison jumpsuit, I think I'd want to keep it as a souvenir.
You can't keep that shit. They wouldn't let you. That's all. Like, I wasn't gonna try to get caught stealing anything. Can you imagine
jumpsuit in jail?
Bars! What's in that bag? What do you mean, sir? It's my take home. Yeah, under in books. What you got? Looky. Let's get back on back in here. Come on. I'd be running.
You'd be fleeing. I never should have stolen this jumpsuit.
Over a goddamn prison jumpsuit. All it is like work pants. It was like green work pants and thick, like everything's like thick. I don't know, that like something a welder would wear. Yeah, like rough, scratchy horse shit. Just like the toilet paper.
It's got to be robust because it's got to fit the next.
It's a good thing I didn't shit for like 6 weeks or something crazy because that toilet paper was terrible that you started with.
6 weeks.
That's the most bizarre thing about that. That is the most bizarre thing because I've never been constipated in my life. And I don't remember how long I was constipated. Whatever I said when I came out, when my memory was more fresh. But I remember it being weeks. I remember being like a couple of weeks that I had not taken a shit at least. And being like, man, I don't shit soon. I got to go tell somebody. And that's going to be embarrassing. But I knew I was going to have to at some point. Like I would press on my stomach down there and be like, everything okay? Like I'm feeling for like a huge, like maybe my intestines have ruptured and I'm filling up with doo-doo or something down there. And that's why I'm not shitting. Like I'm feeling for a mass at this point. It's been that long because I'm eating something.
Your body was working at 100% efficiency. You just
Jesus Christ, that was fucking, yeah.
It's a Kim Jong-un reference.
Yeah. I saw a guy get fucked up by a stun gun in the back cleaning bay of an Enterprise rent-a-car because one of the car guys said to the car prep, like, I bet you can't get shocked by this. I bet you'll fall down. And he was like, no. And then he shocked. Yeah,
he thought he could take it.
Someone left a stun gun in a car, and so we took it. And then my coworker, I was very new at the time. This is like my fucking first week or something. And he walked over there and he's like, hey, I'm going to shock Zach. And I'm like, I barely know Zach. And so he walked back there and was like, Zach, you think you could get shocked by this and not get like fall over? And he couldn't. He did fall over.
Was it he just like stuck it to his
stun gun, not a tase. Yeah, just he basically like had him stand there and then he went to his belly and
yikes. Me and Woody have played around with one of those before, but it was a very cheap one. It was a very cheap one we had. I know there are better ones. My thoughts on those is those don't drop people. I think that's like a bullshit movie thing. I mean, I bet it hurts a lot.
He dropped out of surprise. He wasn't incapacitated. Yeah. He basically,
in the movies, they make it out
jumped back and like did that thing. Like if you were jumping back, like to do whatever that thing is off a diving board where you jump backwards and then you dive. He did almost that and kind of like face planted a bit. But it was not like, oh my God, are you okay? It was just shocking.
The surprise can make you react. Like Kyle shocked me and I was like, ah! And then I shocked Kyle and he was like, So then I was like, oh, I guess I should do that when he shocked me. So then I became immune to it.
Yeah, we've been playing with that thing for a month before you got there. I've been doing car rides where we were just sticking it to the back of each other's neck while we were driving. Like so we had calluses by then. I picked that up in like an Army Navy store, but like I think the big boy ones are maybe like the end of a taser, like a police taser. I think it's X26. Yeah, the end of that is a stun gun, as you know, in addition to its taser abilities. And I've never been hit by one of those, but it looks like it would hurt you in a significant kind of way where you'd want to jump and get away with it. But I think as far as incapacitation, the way I've seen it used is when someone won't give a limb, they'll target the muscle that controls that limb with that rapid fire stun gun. And so whatever muscle is being used to resist, they'll target it. And it's that you lose control of it enough that they're able to really manipulate you. I've seen that done a lot. And then I've also seen it done, to torture people, unfortunately. And there's been plenty of people that died from them. And then there was that one guy that got set on fire by it. That shit was wild.
Jesus.
I can't remember what what was on him that made him so flammable, but he was. Could have been. Anyway, they hit him with that stun gun and he lit up. And, what do you want to do? You can't put him out. Like, it was a roll. You just burn alive.
Oh, I have not seen that clip. What was it like a fun lead up?
I really don't recall.
It as a PKA topic that I never used.
Yeah.
I might have got
pretty terrible. I've fucked around with the police one before, obviously. I've talked about it before, messing around. We got Jeremy with it and did the whole thing. But I've never been hit by one of those. I've always been rather afraid of them.
Yeah, they don't seem fun. It seems painful. Mm-hmm. That's what they're made. They sound scary. When you hold them down, when you're in person, it's a much more scary noise. It's a loud crackly pop, and the louder it is, I think the stronger it is. That's what I'm going on, because I know that thing we stuck to Jeremy's ass was loud. Yeah, and he did not like it. Yeah, or maybe he did. Seems like you guys did it for a while.
Oh, he hated it. That's one of my favorite moments that involved my dad and like making videos. Though there was the one time when I did the pepper spray thing. And the video that's on YouTube is me going, ugh, and then the video cuts and like 30 minutes go by and me pouring milk in my eyes. But in the real world, my dad walks over and he's like, hey there, friends. FBS's dad here. He's a little incapacitated. So I thought I'd show y'all how this is. And he like goes through and like shoots all the targets or whatever with that sub 2000. But I wish I had that footage or knew where it was. It was hilarious. I watched this video and it's shot from an old school camera, and but it's GoPro style, and it's these skydivers, and there's like one of those like 1990s TV voiceovers is like, Jason was jumping that day with 2 new students and an instructor.
I know.
And he's filming the other people as they spin, do stuff as instructor and student. It was at this point when Jason realized he himself did not have a parachute. And he was far too far away from anyone to rescue him. And so you just watch him flail a little bit for a while, and then they cut it off before he hits the ground.
Yeah.
He just forgot?
He just forgot.
How comfortable do you have to be jumping out of a plane to neglect your entire parachute? I don't get it.
All right, checklist, parachute.
No.
So I would argue that maybe paramotoring and skydiving have like a similar kind of risk profile, right? And I've done both. That's what I took away from it.
I agree.
Dude, you check your buckles, your clips, you do it the same way every single time. You like, if there's any deviations, I'll like fucking to start from the scratch. If I go like, I buckle up in like from bottom up. It's like leg straps, the chin, the waist strap, the chest strap, and then your helmet strap. And if something happens along the way that like distracts me or whatever, I don't pick up from where I left off. I do the thing from the start. Yep. How this guy just kind of like, totally forgot the chute. Like, were you not checking every buckle like 4 times before the jump?
It's the most important thing of skydiving. It's the only thing that makes it not suicide. Like, is the parachute.
I can't argue.
Like that,
bombing run.
What a horrible minute.
Oh, it was so long.
It's longer than that, I bet.
He was up there when he realized, but far everybody else is above him.
He went through all 5 stages. By the time he was like hitting the ground, he's welcoming it. Like,
I'd be aiming for a soft spot.
Stages.
Fuck,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that was a really scary video to watch because the narrator kind of he doesn't immediately tell you what the problem is. He's like, today would be Dave's last day because he didn't know he didn't have a parachute. Watch him jump now. He's like, Dave was recording his friends with an 16 millimeter Kodak color camera, rare at the time. It's like, dude, I was interested in the camera, and then all of a sudden he's like, by the way, this guy doesn't have a parachute.
That should be, you buried the lead here.
Yeah.
This should be about a guy falling to his death. Well, that sounds like an awful video. I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
Yeah.
You don't want to see that.
Yeah, that's hope. Well, if he was the instructor, I guess no one needed to get fired. It kind of solved itself.
Yeah, takes care of itself. He won't be doing that again.
I never in my whole hockey like career accidentally went on the ice without a cup. Do you know what happened? Like the one time I like put all my stuff on and realized I didn't have a cup on. I just went on? Oh, and then I had to take, and when you play goalie, Kyle, you can't put your cup on after you have all your pads on. And so you have to be like, everybody give me just fucking 20 minutes to take all my pads off and put them all back on.
Goalie in particular. I've played without a cup before. It made me play worse, right? In the same way, like I wore a cage, and whenever I played without a cage, I was like real defensive about my face. Everything seems like it's about to hit you. Every stick is right by your face. 2/3 of my energy is on not getting a fucking scar across my cheek. When I play without a cup, same thing.
Yeah, you feel like you're naked out there. Mm-hmm. I remember I was playing, we were probably 12 on this hockey team, and the coach's kid was like a forward, and he lost equipment all the time, and his dad was always like, if you lose another fucking stick or cup or glove, I swear to God, like he was getting mad about it.
Were they wooden sticks or carbon fiber?
This was back when like there was that one, they were the 2-piece sticks where you would melt the hot glue and plug it in, like if you wanted a different blade. And he lost his cup, and he was so terrified to tell his dad that he had lost his cup that he played multiple games with a hockey sock rolled up into a ball, and then he taped it like kind of around his genital area until his dad like saw him after a game, was like, why do you have a sock taped to your dick? And he's like, I lost my cup. What? And so the next game he was like, Dad, I still don't have a cup. And so he went to the hockey store, like the little club store that's there, to buy the equipment and the cup. And he comes back like 5 minutes later, like throws it at his son. He's like, there you go. And he like starts taking it out and putting it together. And he's like, Dad, this isn't a cup. And he's like, yes, it is. I just went in there and bought it. He's like, Dad, you got me a fucking pussy protector. This is a pussy protector. He was like, I don't even think they make those. And he's like, yes, they do. Because this is like, I guess a clamshell or whatever you would call it.
Nice.
I didn't know they existed. Yeah. I always wondered what girls do.
I guess
do they need like, I don't need a bicep protector. I don't need a.
Does your bicep have a vulva?
Yeah, if a puck hits you,
I don't like to talk about it.
Any part of your body that's vulnerable, if a puck hits it, can you like? If what the side of
bicep sensitive?
Yeah, like anything you get hit with a puck is gonna hurt like a.
But
it's cold.
It's still just. I guess I would want a mouth protector.
Yeah. Oh, well, dude, there was a guy in the NHL
like
just the other
into a mouth guard. Are you that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Well, it's the only lips I can think of that I do have. I was trying to compare, I how much would it hurt to get hit in the pussy with a hockey puck? Right.
I think if your lips were to get pinched
or a stick
between some, each other, I think the folds of skin might be a big part of it.
But I really feel like the problem with my lips is that they get smashed into my teeth. If my lips were, say, in the middle of my belly, they could take a hit.
I mean, your pussy lips. What are your hypothetical pussy lips?
I'm
taking a slap shot.
But
okay. I was just making sure we're all still on the same page.
I don't have pussy lips, so I'm just going to the lips I do have.
No.
And the real problem is that they're backed by the teeth, making them vulnerable to cutting and like getting busted up.
Okay.
No, it would.
But even if you had gums, you wouldn't want to get slapped around on the lips.
No, like when guys get hit with like the puck in the mouth.
What is the question here? If vaginas are sensitive, I don't even know what we're talking about.
I don't know. We were talking about the pussy protector thing, and they're definitely necessary. Like, what's the least sensitive part of your body? The least sensitive, the part that if you're gonna bang, you want to bang that.
Man, I feel like it's my forearm.
Forearm. If you take a hockey puck from a slap shot in the forearm, like you're gonna.
Cheeks are sensitive. That's where they.
You're gonna have a bit where you're like, oh my god, my arm's broken. It's like I used to be so fucking dumb that I was like, oh, wasp poison special made for wasps, and it's like, no, it's just poison. Like you spray someone with wasp spray, they're
I think that it's mostly just some sort of petroleum based, like think paint thinner or gasoline, somewhere in the middle, right on the petroleum distillate chart. I think it's just pressurized that. Because
did you see that clip of those people who like put gas jars on wasps' nest or hornets' nest? Did you see the one of that retard who like didn't measure it out correctly, and so like he put it on there, but there was an overhang, and so there was a gap where the wasps could just go like zzz and straight out of it, and so then he just got attacked by a bunch of wasps.
Wasps, remember your face.
I can't possibly pronounce these words. Wasp killer sprays contain insecticides that are toxic to wasps and hornets. The active ingredient in these sprays are pyrethroids and pythins. These ingredients are synthetic versions of pythins. The point is this: they're toxic to wasps and hornets, but not as toxic to humans. I didn't see that coming.
Is that a size thing, though?
You say that,
like less toxic to us because we're so big?
I saw a dude get sprayed with hornet spray on YouTube one time, and he took it very poorly.
Taylor, glad you came to me for my opinion on the synthetic versions of pyrothins derived from chrysanthemums.
Chrysanthemums. Yeah.
Well,
that is it. Oh, well, that's a word I don't read very often. You're
right. Flowers?
Backwards engineer that one. Yeah,
well,
I didn't know that they had poison.
It's spelled CHRY, xanthonums. Okay, so, all right.
Yeah, I've seen them do that with the gasoline. We would honestly always just throw a little cup of gasoline on them. I know that seems counterintuitive, like you might set a building on fire. Makes sense, but that's what we do. We just douse them with a little bit of gasoline. Usually did the trick.
Yeah, most things hate being covered in gas.
They hate it, and if they don't hate it enough. Well, step 2 is setting them on fire. Oh, you don't like that first thing? You're going to hate this new thing. This is just the worst.
There's no animals that are immune to fire. No terrestrial animals.
I don't think so. I think we all have fire.
I'm glad you went terrestrial because I had shark on the tip of my tongue.
I had to hedge real quick on that and be like, no, you can't say fish.
I mean, it's not like he's immune to fire. He just happens to be in the water.
I agree.
You get him up here. I'll see how he likes these cigarettes. Fucking
there's anything.
Yeah, you don't like it now, do you, bitch?
You're just burning a catfish.
No, it's a shark.
No reason.
I wouldn't torture a catfish.
No, you'd eat it. Or maybe you wouldn't. I know you're not the biggest catfish guy. I think is incredibly
like
bougie. Oh, okay. I thought
I actually had catfish like last week or something like that. There was like a fish house near me, and I was like, yeah, I haven't had catfish forever. I got hush puppies and catfish, put some fucking lemon juice on that shit. Love
it. This isn't news, or I guess it is news. It's just something I saw today. You know how tall people never live that old, like super tall?
Right.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 7 feet tall. He's 72 years old. 72. Have you ever seen a 7-foot person in their 70s ever? I think he might be the only man on earth 7 feet tall in his 70s. So whatever his regimen is, whatever Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is doing,
it's being rich.
It could be
how
being
rich
rich.
he is.
Rich as fuck.
Yeah, I would imagine he got a a bunch of sponsor deals and stuff, right?
What if what if I named a baseball player from the 70s? Would you be like, yeah, he's totally rich 50 years later?
What's his net worth, Zach? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Right? I don't know.
I don't know.
You're posing the idea it's possible he's not.
Yeah. No, yeah.
But there's no other 7 feet tall people in their 70s, like on Earth. There's not one.
You sure you checked on this, or is just
no? I didn't follow up.
Oh, it says 25 million. So you're right.
25 million. Yeah, that's not like Magic Johnson money.
This is like that South Park episode where they're trying to figure out what the cure for AIDS is, and it's being really fucking rich, Kyle. Really fucking rich.
But there's tons of super tall basketball players who were rich, who check out at 51 because they're like tall as shit, and they're I don't know the physics of why tall people don't last as long. God calls them home.
I was just
Bao Zishan is don't fucking fact check me, Zach.
He's not 70 though. He's
3 more years. Bao Zishan,
7'9". Good gosh, at 7'9", 67's impressive.
And he's I'm guessing he's Chinese, so there could be some like CRISPR gene editing going on.
So it's got to be harder on your heart, you know, just to pump that blood a longer distance. My blood goes from, it does the 6 foot round, but if you're doing 7 feet laps with your blood, that heart's working a lot harder, even if it is a bigger heart, which can't be good in its own right for certain people. And then, black guys that are wealthy, probably eating a lot of, maybe not staying so healthy. I just feel like culturally black people eat worse than white people. I really do.
Could be.
And I know there's a lot of diseases.
Especially black Southern people, I feel like, are known for a bad diet.
Yes.
I feel like it's South delicious as a whole food. Gets a rap
It's Southern people in general, I think, get bad diet.
Yeah, we have the same food. Like black people food is Southern poor people food. I love cornbread. That shit is delicious.
Everybody likes cornbread.
I'm not talking about that sweet
fried
shit.
Chicken.
I'm talking about salty cornbread that should not be sweet. We're not making a corn muffin.
There's no bad cornbread.
We're not making it.
I like all those breads. I like banana bread. I like cornbread. If you were to hand me some cucumber bread, I'm all ears. Let's try that shit.
Jalapeno cheese cornbread is just wonderful. It's so good. But I like all that stuff.
Red Lobster biscuits, whatever the hell they are. Sign me up.
Oh yeah, I told you guys this was probably 8-9 years ago now that I found that you could buy boxes of Red Lobster biscuit mix at the store. Yeah. And so I went through a little mini phase for a couple weeks where I was stopping. I'm like, oh, I'm off work from my horrible car rental job and I hate myself. I'm going to get another family size box of Red Robin biscuits to try and cheer myself up. And I would eat a whole box, and then you would feel you're not supposed to eat this many. And it was
a short-term win.
It was a self-correcting problem because you start to feel rough after, 3 times a week of eating an entire box of those in one sitting.
Were you young and maybe didn't figure out cooking yet? Is that possible?
I could make all the bullshit stuff. I can do steak. I can do the kind of meals where I make rice and have meat with it and then throw a bag of broccoli in the microwave. That level of young adult cooking.
Okay.
So not great.
I was thrown out of the dorms after my freshman year and I had to feed myself and I was terrible at it. Mind you, I'm an athlete. And I don't have a meal plan anymore. So I'm like, fuck, what do I eat? Well, I have unlimited stovetop stuffing. So that's what's for dinner tonight.
Oh.
Just stovetop stuffing microwaved in the big Pyrex measuring thing I used to cook it in.
Oh, yeah. I did that a couple times where it's all right, I don't have a lot. What are we having for dinner? We're having 10 eggs.
That's better than mine.
I remember I was 19, I think, maybe. And I was staying at these guys' apartment, hanging out with them. We were drinking. We were both very broke at the time. And he had rice, I think maybe minute rice. And he had an overabundance of Taco Bell packets. And spicy rice was the most delicious thing I'd ever had because I was hungry. It was so fucking good. But yeah, I had no idea how to cook. Back then, I remember I would go home to my mom and she would make like a big pot of chili, like a couple gallons maybe, and then she would make single serving like containers of it that I would freeze, and they would just be in my freezer like 12 bowls of fucking chili in there. And it's just like, I have got to get some vegetables and some roughage or something into this diet. I cannot live on chili.
I cannot live on chili. There's not enough beans in here to keep me moving.
Oh my God. Yeah, I had no idea how to cook until, I don't know, I guess I got an interest in it when I was maybe later 20s, something like that. It became sort of and it also like, hey, if you could cook for a lady, that seems like a cool thing to be able to do. And also I remember we went to some expensive dinners that I was shocked at how expensive they were. And I remember thinking, I think I can do this. Like, man, this was $3,000. I'm not, no, I could do this. And like, I just really got into it after a while.
What meal? Is this a group meal? $3,000?
Yeah.
Even 8 people, $3,000's a lot.
It's a big
Yes,
meal.
it is. Yes. I mean, bottle service is the other thing that never just.
Oh.
It's like $800 a fucking bottle. Wait a minute. Let me take that back. The last time I got bottle service, it was $800. It's probably $3,000 a bottle now or something.
Here's
stupid, right?
So I'm not in this culture. What do you get for bottle service? And the answer, see, the answer is not a bottle of alcohol, because the bottle of alcohol is cheap.
So a table is already implied because that's where they're bringing it. So we're already at a table, which is an exclusive thing anyway. But they're bringing usually at least one, maybe 2 different full bottles of alcohol to the table, and then mixers too. And so we're making a fucking party station over here in a place where you got to go get in that noisy line. And like you go over there for a drink and you'll be back in 15 minutes or something. You have a hard time hooking back up with the group. And what did you pay? And I spilt my fucking $32 scotch. No, but I got a bottle over here in the corner. Just sit on my lap and, have some, I think that's usually the idea. But I'm not talking about the balling we did was some amateur stuff, because I see people on the internet, I see their bills, they'll show the bill that people run up at clubs, and it's like enough to buy a small house. Like it's enough to buy it's like verging on 6 figures, like Goodness. A bar tab, like run up an $80,000 bar tab. Cause they're getting like, give me a dozen bottles of champagne that's multiple $1,000s a piece, like shit like that. Just really throwing their money away to flex, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. I guess because I kind of understand how avoiding the line, and if there's a mixing station, like someone's turning this Grey Goose into a bunch of drinks, then that's appealing.
That ain't no. You got the vodka, cranberry juice, orange juice, maybe like apple juice or some shit. Wow. That's it. Like we're not. That's pretty fancy. What's the date? Okay, so there you go. That's 2022.
I just don't know how the flex works. Like
if your audio, this is $167,000 bar tab we're looking at, and it's here's $189,000 bar tab.
That's almost all Dom Perignon.
You can see that like they were buying. They bought 4 15-liter bottles, and each bottle's $25,000 or something. I think I read that correctly. So they're buying crazy shit. They're about 16 $850 bottles of Dom.
Zach, I linked you the Boston Bruins posted their post-cup winning receipt like 12 years ago in 2011. I just put that up. There's like $156,000, but it's like a whole team's worth of drinks, 136 Bud Lights at $5 each. Just a ridiculous 9 bottles of Grey Goose. That would be so much fun to just like be around a bunch of millionaires and not give a shit.